Guys, we can do this. Stamina. Let's see, preface. You are a bunch of high school sophomore boys in a sacraments class. We just finished up a unit on sacramental awareness, which was chapter 1 in your sacraments book, and you read the first section of chapter 2, which is on symbols. So we're going to get into a little bit of symbolic meanings, but kind of breaking down the basics for them before we dive into the big 7 sacraments of the Catholic Church. So that's what we're dealing with here. Welcome. Almost at the finish line. Let's get this one last lesson over with, and we can call it a day. This is going to be great. But I might have to have you utilize your imaginations. This is kind of a basic thing we're dealing with. Signs and symbols. Sounds a little bit elementary, but since you guys are sophomores, the reason we're talking about this now is because we're going to be talking about a lot of signs and symbols when we start talking about the big 7 sacraments of the Catholic Church. And there are a lot of signs and symbols involved there, and they just kind of look like things to us. It's really easy to forget what those things mean, what they signify, how we feel when we see those things. And so this is going to be the challenging part, not understanding what these things are, but understanding the meaning and allowing that meaning to affect you. So here's kind of where your imagination and where the challenge kind of comes in. So in your reading, we talked about, or your reading discussed, the difference between a sign and a symbol. I have the definitions written up here. Can someone tell me what a sign is? Maria, would you like to read the definition of a sign, please, from your book?
A sign, as a general term, refers to any object that represents something else. Thus there are symbolic signs and signs that are less symbolic. Simple, non-symbolic signs are objects that have only one meaning. A yellow light at an intersection is a simple sign that means proceed with caution. A sign in a store window that reads sale also has one simple meaning. And a $5 bill is a sign of one particular monetary amount.
Very good. Thank you, Maria. Do you all have that web page up? Can you all see where she was reading that? Even if you can't access the web page, it's also in your book. So 2 different places you can find that definition. So a sign is going to be just an object, a thing, a concept that just represents one thing. It can be symbolic. It can become a symbol. But for the most part, a sign is something that's just going to have one very simple meaning. For example, the yellow stoplight. If I see yellow in a stoplight, everybody who understands traffic understands that that means one thing: proceed with caution. Not something interesting or deep or philosophical, just proceed with caution, and that's it. How about a symbol? Nicole, would you like to read what a symbol is for us, please?
Although symbols, like all signs, represent something other than their physical reality, they have 3 main characteristics that distinguish them from simple signs. A, symbols may have more than one meaning. B, what symbols stand for is connected to what they are. And C, symbols evoke more than one kind of response.
Okay, so symbols are going to be a little bit more complex than a sign. A symbol is going to have more than one meaning. So it's not like a yellow stoplight that just means proceed with caution. Generally speaking, a symbol is going to have several meanings, usually based on a person's individual experience of that object. What symbols stand for is connected to what they are. So let's imagine that you have no idea what a cat is, but 3 of you have an experience of a cat. You saw a cat once at your grandma's house. It was a little kitten, and it was playing with a ball of string, and it was terribly cute, and you wanted 8 of them. You went to a zoo once, and you saw a jaguar, and it was pacing back and forth, and it was like foaming at the mouth and looking at you like you were lunch. You have also seen a cat. You went to a farm once, and you saw it darting around chasing after mice, but after that, you never really saw it. Like, where does this cat go? I don't know. It's kind of aloof. What are some characteristics that would be sort of associated with the cat that Maria saw? When I say cat, what is she going to think the characteristics of cat are? Cute. Cuddly. Friendly. Curious. Adorable. Innocent. All of these things. What about the jaguar? What are they going to associate with jaguar? When I say cat, what is she going to think? Fierce. Scary. What's that? dangerous, fast. There's definitely going to be a little bit of fear evoked when I say cat, because she's going to feel like a piece of lunch meat all over again. How about the cat on the farm? When I say cat, what is she going to think?
Elusive.
Elusive. Aloof, perhaps.
Huntress.
Mysterious. Huntress. I don't know. Insignificant. Yeah, her attitude towards the cat is, it does its own thing, I do my own thing, and we don't really affect each other all that much. So even though I only said one thing, I said cat, we have 3 different responses, but all of those responses are connected to the symbol that I just said, cat. Symbols also evoke more than one kind of response, so that was another demonstration. When I say one thing, you guys think of several other things. So what I want to do now is show you a series of slides that have signs and symbols on them, and I want you to tell me 3 things. Is it a sign or a symbol? How do you know? Justify your answer, and I want you to tell me what that means, okay? You can follow along with me. You do not have to. You can just keep your eyes up here. I'm going to make this big, actually, so you have your instructions, but everyone can see. First of all, what is that? Sprout. What is that, a sign or is that a symbol? Yes, TJ.
Symbol.
Symbol. Why? Got the definitions right in front of you guys. Yes.
Different things to different people.
It can mean different things to different people. Like what? What would a seed mean? If I saw seed, what are some responses I might have? We have one, many?
Life.
New life. Good. Very good.
It's basic like flower or tree.
Flower or tree. You might connect it to what it could be in the future.
Youth.
Youth. This is something small. It has potential to grow. Yeah.
Growth.
Growth. Good. Very good. How about that one? Sign or symbol?
Fine.
Sign. Why? Sign for?
I'm choking.
For choking. Good. Way to go, guys. Sorry if that was really complicated. I just X'd out of my entire web page. Good thing you guys all have it in front of you. So I'm going to get back to that in a second, but you all have what you need right there. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the power of symbols. What kind of power can symbols have? Do you guys know what the Enola Gay is?
Yes.
What is the Enola Gay?
It is what was an exhibit in Washington, D.C., and it is part of the plane that dropped bombs on Hiroshima.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. Nice job. I wasn't sure if you guys were going to know what that was, but this is sort of a little bit of story time. In 1995, there was an exhibit that was opened by the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, and they wanted to show part of the plane that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. It was called the Enola Gay. Except there was a ton of controversy over this exhibit because there were some other things involved in the exhibit as well. And there were a ton of things that were involved, but there was one particular thing that people went berserk over. They had to shut down the exhibit, take everything out, specifically this one thing, and then reopen it. But it was a huge deal. Like the director of the Air and Space Museum was forced to resign because he tried to do this. What do you think that object was? The bomb? Not quite. It was a Japanese schoolgirl's lunchbox. It was a Japanese schoolgirl's lunchbox. We have the bomber on display at an Air and Space Museum for the 50th anniversary of dropping